So, you like hiking? And you don't mind overstepping a guardrail or two for a breathtaking selfie? Just one more step. One more. Now you're getting hit in the face with heat and toxic fumes from the bubbling and gurgling vat of thick, hot lava. Can't say you didn't have it coming, but don't worry, because we're here to give you a few life-saving tips on how to survive falling into a volcano. Not every hike ends up with you falling into a boiling pit of lava. This unlucky scenario is likely to unfold in the area where about 3/4 of all volcanic activity takes place, the dreaded Ring of Fire. Before you decide to get too close to the edge of an active volcano, you need to know that falling into one would not be pretty. The lava inside a volcano crater is so hot, it would instantly cause your lungs to boil. But if your passion for the extreme outweighs your innate survival instinct, and you happen to be falling straight into the scorching volcanic mouth, there's still a chance you can make it out alive. How should you prepare yourself for such a misadventure? How could you save yourself during the fall? And why falling into a dormant volcano would not be any safer? We've gathered these 5 simple steps to help you out when things get heated. Step 1. Team up with your friends. Never go hiking on your own, especially when you're into extreme hiking. If anything should ever happen to you, it's a great advantage to rely on other people to call for help. You might still have to wait hours before being rescued, but the prep work of having others around to assist in a crisis could save your life. Step 2. Gear up. If you're one of those brave sorts, unafraid to dip your toes in lava, you'd better invest prior to in some protective equipment. The lava inside an active volcano is extremely hot, especially if that volcano is near eruption. Take the Hawaiian hotspot of Kilauea. Its lava hits temperatures of 1,170 degrees. If you come in contact with anything that hot, even for a brief moment, you'll suffer instant and blisteringly painful burns. You'll want to purchase shoes made of asbestos that are at least 25 centimeters thick on the bottom. They need to have impenetrable soles with heat-resistant materials. But don't stop at the footwear. You'd also require a heat-resistant suit, like the ones firefighters use. Step 3. Grab onto something. Depending on the size of the volcano, the fall into its crater could be a very long journey. Even if you're hiking around a dormant volcano without lava to choke and boil you, you could still be killed by gravity. As you're falling, you should look for some bulging rock you can grab. It could be a ledge or a boulder, or maybe some kind of hole. Anything that can break your fall, or at least slow you down. You may risk breaking your arms or legs in the descent, and you could have a serious concussion if you hit your head on the way down. But it's a last chance to stop your inevitable fall into the bubbling brew of searing lava. It's gotta be worth a try. Step 4. Try to land on a ledge. At this point, your life depends largely on luck. Try landing on some kind of ledge if you can, and wait for rescuers to find you. If there is no ledge to be found, and you land on the lava with a sickening thwack, you won't submerge into it right away. It's just too thick and sludgy to engulf you instantly. Instead, you'd be floating on top of the scorching blanket of slag. It would scald your body and fill your lungs with toxic volcanic gases. These gases would choke and burn you from the inside. You'd be boiling and suffocating like this until, eventually, the lava rises and swallows whatever is left of your body. Step 5. Choose your volcanoes wisely. Far from stating the obvious here, but not going anywhere near active volcanoes is ultimately the best way to avoid falling into one. But you could try dormant ones if you fancy volcanoes so much. These store molten lava further underground, so you won't immediately fall into a hellish pool of death, even though the fall itself can still be quite lethal. Or choose cooler volcanoes, like the one in Tanzania. Old Dienyo Lengai never gets hotter than 510 degrees, and because of this, its lava moves slower too. It's still insanely hot, but it was temperate enough for a man who fell into it in 2007 to pull himself back out. If you do fall into this doom, not all is lost. Some people have survived this before, and so can you. You might endure major injuries, develop a phobia of heights and hiking, but you can survive. And if you really want to bring the extreme into your life, perhaps you can start with something less lethal. Is it only me, or is it getting hot in here? Whoa! Did the floor just become lava? Don't panic. We have a video for that too, on how to survive. Like and subscribe for more tips to help you survive whatever awaits you.